The spring semester is disproportionately spent celebrating the end of the school year. And as exciting as that is, this year we need to put more attention on recruiting for middle school. The end of last year was pretty unceremonious. If you were sent home at the end of the school year like I was, there wasn't a big celebration, but also there wasn't any recruiting to go to middle school, orchestra, band, choir, any of those electives that may be happening at the middle school level. Even though we had very little time, I was able to partner up with my local middle school and create a short video encouraging 5th graders to join music electives in middle school. Welcome back. It's elective season. You know what that means. 5th graders from all over the country are picking their elective for middle school. Let's get right to the action. Even though it was a great experience, I know there are better ways to educate our students instead of just a quick video. So I'm going to share my 8 ideas on how to recruit 5th graders into the middle school music electives. A quick side, I know some schools start band as early as 5th grade and 4th grade, or maybe they don't start band until later, so just take this information however it works for you. I've put these in order of the least amount of work on your part to the most amount of work on your part. So if you start thinking, man, this guy sounds crazy, perfect, stop there, enjoy the 2 things you heard. Maybe 3, hopefully 4, that'd be cool, right? Number 1, and the easiest thing I can think of, is just to show a video of what any band, orchestra, choir, jazz band, guitar, whatever ensembles are available at the middle school level, just show a video of any ensemble, professional, maybe it's the one that's actually in your area. Reach out to that ensemble. Maybe they already have YouTube videos up of previous concerts. Show the video in your class, explain what the ensemble is. Cool, you made an effort, awesome. This method is really only a good way if you have your semester already figured out every single minute. Sure, you can only squeeze in a video. That's still better than nothing. But number 2, create a whole lesson around this video. So we can talk about the history of the ensemble, name the instruments in the group, talk about the instrument families. It would also be really cool if you could specifically show the middle school that the students are headed to. I reached out to my middle school and sure enough, they already had footage on YouTube that I could easily link to my class. If your middle school doesn't have this kind of content, don't worry. There's already thousands, if not millions, of videos on YouTube of professional ensembles, or you could even show other middle schools. The lesson could include going all the way from middle school, high school, college, and then being a professional. It could even end with a fun game of celebrities that played instruments. Which celebrity played which instrument? That'd be pretty fun, wouldn't it? Number 3 would be to invite the middle school directors to your online class, or if you're in person, have them visit via the internet and have them just talk to your class through the computer. A nice hello, this is who I am, this is what I'm interested in. It should be low effort on everyone's part, but you just need to carve out some time in your class and hopefully you can schedule it with that director as well. This would be a great opportunity for you to hype up that director or hype up that ensemble. You know, this teacher doesn't tolerate students that are late. You know, I heard this teacher doesn't like it when you sneeze and you don't cover your mouth. I heard this teacher only takes the great kids to Disneyland. Use this opportunity to hype up that teacher so that those great students are really motivated. They go, this is the person I want to be around in middle school. Number 4, invite graduates from your program to come back and talk about their experience. And that way we can have a student-to-student conversation. What's it like? What are the hallways like? What's the food like? And now granted, with online, I know it's not all the same stuff, but at least it would be a real perspective and the student can talk about what they like about their ensemble. And there's just nothing more relatable than a student talking to a student. If those students aren't allowed to attend your class because of scheduling or timing, just ask them to record a 2-minute video. They can use all the online apps that record you through a webcam, and then you can show those videos in class. If you're a little bit more tech savvy, you could make a montage out of all of these testimonials so that they can see kind of a powerful message of all of them enjoy this ensemble, all of them enjoy that ensemble, all of them enjoy the freedom of middle school, and maybe that will drive the message home even better. Some great questions for middle schoolers just to give them some direction would be, what elective did you sign up for? What's your favorite part about that ensemble? How many times a week do you say every good boy does fine? Was I your favorite teacher when you were here? You know, just normal questions. Number 5, the opposite of bringing people to your program is take your program to them. Field trips have never been easier with the internet being our new frontier. See if your middle school directors are interested in having your students join their class so they can see exactly what's going on. I know it's not really favorable if we're 100% online, I know it's really difficult, but let's say they have a hybrid model, or maybe they're having a lot of success with being online. Have the director invite your students to them so they can witness what a real middle school class looks like. It's never been easier than now to visit another school. Number 6, Talk to your counselors about when the paperwork comes home. You may have to reach out to the middle school's counselors or ask your counselor to talk to them. Maybe they're friends. That'd be cool, wouldn't it? If they're friends already. That way you can schedule your lesson to occur when the paperwork comes home. Maybe you can even make it part of your assignment for students to get the paperwork in their hands and look at their options. There's nothing worse than a student that really wants to join choir, but they never checked any of the boxes and they got, I don't know. And then they get underwater basket weaving, right? That's the joke, right? You guys have heard that joke before. Why have we all heard that joke? If you really have an outgoing counselor, invite them to come to you to talk about those middle school expectations. And if the middle school has a fantastic counselor, invite them also to give them a little heads up about, here's who I am, here's who your directors might be, here's how we fill out the paperwork, here's some guidelines. I know when we were in person, pre-COVID, the counselor for the middle school used to come to our school, and it was really a great experience for students to see where they're going and who they're dealing with. Number 7, we're talking super extra now, but have an online music night for middle school signups. Invite your admin, invite their admin, invite your counselor, their counselor, you, their directors. It's a total mashup of the elementary and middle school experience. Everyone gives their 30-second spiel about why it's important that they sign up for music and what their class is about, what they're going to do, what they can expect. Maybe even invite your local music retailer if they're doing instrument rentals and give all the information necessary for them to have a smooth transition from your program to theirs. The night can easily end with parents asking questions about the paperwork, any questions they have about the electives. Of course, we don't have a ton of answers about what's going to happen in the next year with travel and being in person, but it would just be comforting that we're on the forefront. I think that's a really respectable position to be in these days, is to be the first to reach out and show that you're really trying to help the student have the best time possible. Lastly, number 8, and the most complicated answer I could possibly give you, is to do as many of these steps as you can. You can teach a lesson about the instrument, show a video of the middle school, have the director visit your school, have the students go to their ensemble, have a big old music night, and when it's all said and done, when you have a high percentage of students signed up for music, you can rest easy knowing your middle school teachers probably love you, 1, but number 2, you're keeping alive this music ecosystem that we live in. I know it's a lot of work to say do more than one or do all of them. I know that's crazy, but we signed up for elementary music because we wanted to be the first, right? We wanted to be the ones who threw the wide net that got as many students as possible involved in music. And now there's a weird time where we're also very responsible for making sure they get to the next step. In conclusion, I just want to share that we are so important to the entire music ecosystem right now. 6th graders, freshmen, and colleges are all lacking in participants right now, and we have the ability to prevent this problem from getting any worse than it already is. If you're overwhelmed, you're tired, you're beaten down, you're already sick of all the emails you get, you're already sick of seeing your computer, step 1, the easiest thing and the first thing you should do is just reach out to your middle school directors. It might be possible that their program's doing okay. Maybe their numbers are the same, maybe they're just a little bit lower. But if you're in a situation where they're much lower, we want to make sure that those positions are not jeopardized due to low turnout. Unfortunately, it turns into dominoes very quickly. If there isn't a band director in the 6th grade, there's not going to be one at the high school much longer, and so on. If you're a middle school teacher and you don't know how to get the conversation started with your local elementary music teacher, send them this video. Send a nice hello. How are you doing? Great to see you. Hey, thanks for teaching how to read music. That's cool. Even though this video has been about 5th graders going to 6th grade, this information applies to 8th graders going to high school, seniors going to college. It really applies to anyone making a transition. Now is the time to reach out, make that connection, and say, how do we hand off these fantastic music students from one school to the next? I wish you all the luck. I hope you're well. Talk to anybody. I'll see you soon.